If I've got the Corvette, there's no reason for me to have the van. Till then, get your car out of my goddamn parking spot. Put it in the garage. If you're not going to drive yours, I'm going to drive mine. And we're live. It is 7:30. We were late today,
Yes, we were.
but there's a good reason.
I got my car back. Oh, I'm so happy. So happy I got my
Yeah.
car back.
Did you did you see me take the wrong exit,
Oh,
or how
yeah.
far back were you?
I was right next to you. Literally right next to
Ah,
you. I was talking to Alyssa and I'm like, I can't wait to give Mike shit. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to give Mike shit.
forgot.
Because literally you were like, "No, I'm going to use Google unlike my daughter." And I said, "Oh, are you like your daughter or can you follow Google?" And you're like, "I could follow Google." And I watched you get off on the Wadsworth exit. I was dying. Like I was sitting there, I was laughing
Well,
so fucking hard.
it looked like it was going off, but I didn't bother looking at the top of Google where it tells you where
How
to
far?
stay.
Yeah.
So I was just assuming I was just using the map part, and I knew better. Every time I come to the Wadsworth exit, it screws
Uh-huh.
me up.
I
Normally, like if I'm coming back from Julie's, I'll get in the far left-hand lane.
yeah.
Just make sure I don't do that.
Well, see, when I get in the far left-hand lane, I take 76. Cause then I'm like cruising up to 76 like it's nothing. And I'm like, shit, I'm not going to
No,
Sterling.
that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that whole area is like fucked up.
I could not, and I can't believe I almost forgot. I probably would have forgot until you reminded me.
Yeah, I got I kept pulling off and pulling up behind the car. I'm like, son of a bitch.
It was, I really was laughing so hard.
Down to Wadsworth, over to 55th, all the way up to Maxwell, back onto 70.
Yeah, yeah.
But I didn't take the 225 exit this time.
Oh, hey, bonus.
I've been known to do that too. Take two and a quarter and then wind
Hmm.
up halfway down Aurora before being able to flip around.
That's so funny. Yeah, because I was just giving you shit.
Yeah.
Literally, we had that conversation. You're like, I know how to follow Google. And I'm like, okay.
It's an adventure. That's what I thought to myself when I got on Wadsworth. I'm like, I'm going to be taking the back roads. I've done that before.
Uh, yeah, I was laughing so hard. So, how have you been doing? Well, okay,
Terrible.
hold on, real quick. We talked about we were gonna call last week a wash through Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and start. You were starting again Sunday. I was starting again Monday because I start my week in my brain on Monday. So,
It always starts on Monday.
how have you been doing
Well, since Monday?
since Monday?
Monday I
No,
did
Sunday.
great.
You started on Sunday. You start Sunday.
Sunday. I don't remember what I did on Sunday. I did great on what I wanted to do. So I redlined that on the spreadsheet, but I did start the Xboxing today. So today I've actually put in more than about 50 minutes, burned more than 600 calories throughout the day
Awesome.
playing the game. I played it. I think since I have people in my living room,
Yes.
I think I will. It worked out great today to use my first alarm at 10:30. That's when I normally take my first walking break and go
Yeah.
outside. I used it to play the first round on the Xbox, and then my 3:45 alarm I used to play the second round.
Awesome.
And then someone calls me almost immediately after. Get ready to go.
I'm like, let's go.
I'm
Go now.
drenched in sweat and I'm going to the dealership.
Hey, I was just excited to get my car.
Yeah. I think food wise, I didn't do too bad yesterday or Monday. Yesterday was I was frustrated as shit. So
Yeah.
you'll probably get this. I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. You know what that's in reference to in the kitchen?
No.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
I'm kind of impressed the girls didn't tell you.
What
One of
happened?
the girls said that the peanut butter was gone. I told them
Oh,
it was
yeah, yeah.
aliens.
No, I told. I thought. Remember, I was like, yeah. And they only they baked and they bathed in peanut butter, and he promised to watch it and make sure that the aliens don't eat the peanut butter again.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
Michael, I have to tell the girls they can't have peanut butter at your house.
It was just last night. Today I've actually doing really good. In fact, um, I don't even have the calories to drink, so I don't have a drink with me tonight, which is a bummer because I could really use one. But I'm already negative 163 from my goal. Still, um, I will have burned 3,500 and I've only eaten like 15.
I have not tracked my food today.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yep, 1540 is how much I've eaten today. By the end of the day, I will have burned probably about 3,500 calories, maybe a little bit less.
Awesome. What we're talking about.
So half a pound? I should weigh half a pound less tomorrow.
That was not
So
the
see?
right one. Awesome.
I think so.
I think that's good. I mean,
I want to be back in the low 220s before the end of the year.
so I started my week awesome yesterday. I even
Yeah.
tracked my breakfast and my lunch. Then, sorry, I'm putting in my food for today real quick. So it's taking me a second.
Tappity tap tap tap. That's why I put it in as I go.
I was busy.
Then you don't have to worry about thinking about what I ate. Wind up forgetting that you had that piece of chocolate conveniently.
Conveniently. I was busy during lunch, so I didn't get my lunch put in. My friend Michelle we went and she was on lunch at the same time, so we had lunch together in the break room. So I actually talked to somebody.
I missed that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was weird.
You know, a lot of people like have this glorified view of working from home. Like I've done it for 10 years and I'm really starting to hate it.
Well, you don't get to talk
I
to
miss
anybody,
this. Yeah, I miss this stupid shit like Christmas parties,
right?
company barbecues. I miss driving to work every day.
You wouldn't if you did.
No, I think yeah. No, I miss driving to work every day.
Yeah.
Hey, Neos.
Hey, Neo.
How's it going?
Sorry.
Dead air.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to type. I'm trying to type El Pollo Loco Keto Burrito. That was taking like all my brain function there for a second.
Do you know that El Pollo Loco is like half the calories of KFC and way better?
Super better, right?
I like the way they cook. The chicken tonight was a little bit dry. I think
Yeah.
we probably got the last of their batch probably.
Probably.
But that first one was when we went there a couple days ago. That was juicy. That was some good shit. But
They
I
were
do like their seasoning.
super busy tonight. The parking lot was full. So
It's good. It's an awesome place.
yeah.
And then I wrapped my chicken up in my tortilla and then dipped that into my macaroni and cheese. So it was a cheesy chicken street taco thing.
Okay. I am really high on carbs today.
I'm high on life.
Okay, so I was talking about yesterday.
That was bad.
So
Horny.
yesterday, I did really good. I did my coffee. I was gonna do a protein day, so I had a couple cheese sticks and a Jack Link's beef and cheddar stick at 11 o'clock,
Love those commercials.
and then I was working, and then shit went downhill. And I was trying to rent a car and I couldn't, and it was chaos, and I was super upset. And I get here back to the house and I'm sitting there telling Mike, and he looks at me, he goes, "Why are you crying?"
She's like bawling, tears streaming down her face. Like, Jesus, woman, it's not that bad.
I'm like sitting there and I'm like bawling, and he's like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, the only thing I've had to eat today was coffee and cheese sticks at 11 o'clock this morning, and at this point it's like 10 till 7, 5 till 7.
Yeah.
and I had nothing else. Well, I don't do well on not eating, and I wasn't
No.
hungry. I either get really bitchy or I just get like I can't function.
She was an emotional wreck.
And it didn't occur to me till Mike looked at, because I didn't feel hungry and I forgot that I hadn't had anything to eat. So when Mike looked at me and he's like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, "I don't even know. I have no idea why I'm crying." And I was like, "Oh, because I haven't eaten anything at
Yeah.
all."
And
Like,
Erbeth takes her out. Come on, let's go eat.
so we so being good, and we pull up to Wendy's, and I'm like, "Oh, now I'm a fat bitch." Let me just order a pub style pretzel burger and some French fries and a regular soda.
But like I said, with the comparing the the calories you burned to what you just ate, I bet you probably didn't even gain
No, I
anything.
probably
You
broke
probably
even.
lost.
Yeah, I
I
probably.
don't know. I bet you probably lost.
And then today, I did okay.
Man.
I did not get a protein day because I'm a slacker and was offered some honey roasted almonds, but I only took like a quarter of a serving.
Honey roasted almonds are good though.
They were so good.
Tasty.
And I got the keto burrito from El Pollo Loco and a Diet Coke, go me, and a small side of mac and cheese.
Hey, that's why I call it dirty keto.
No, because that's not even close to
Dirty
keto.
girl.
I went out to lunch on Sunday, or dinner on Sunday with Donovan, and we were gonna get mac and cheese. So I wanted mac and cheese, but we pull up and he's like, "Hibachi and sushi? Would you guys mind if we go there?" And I'm like, "What the fuck's hibachi? Anybody know what hibachi is?"
I still didn't get to hear what a hibachi was.
So we go in, and both Alyssa and I were like, "We don't care."
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
let's
okay,
go.
yeah, you did tell me.
I'm like, "Guys,
Okay.
what's hibachi? What are we eating?" Because neither Alyssa or I eat sushi. So we're like,
Benihana.
so we go in, and I'm like, and they cook it right there in front of it on the table. And the guy threw stuff, and neither Alyssa or I could catch it in our mouth, but Donovan did. So we're like, "Well, go you." My excuse is it's not normally thrown at me. And we just had a good time, and that was fun. But in all honesty, I don't think I had a shit ton of calories then either. Because I had steak and it was vegetables and some fried rice, and the fried rice and noodles probably weren't awesome, but I wasn't starting on Sunday. I started Monday, and I can't say I failed. I just haven't done awesome for dinner the last 2 nights. I'm gonna try for a protein day again tomorrow. We'll see how that goes.
Well, just make sure you take enough with you.
Yeah.
Neo says, I'm down 4 pounds from last week. I'm going through part 2 of the job interview.
Awesome. That's great.
That's more than average.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's really good. So.
My back hurts.
Huh?
My back hurts.
Yeah?
So also I played that much Xbox. Like my upper back, my middle
of
my back. Oh, from punching and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, today's topic.
But in a good way.
Is putting in effort for health and fitness.
Yep. And there was a whole lot of effort on Monday, was there?
Well, about that.
At least my Monday was awesome. It was yesterday that I fell apart.
Okay, will you talk about this? I got to answer this because he's on the mountain.
So, but anyway, I'm like derailed. Anywho, I'm not sure where she wanted to start with that. So, yeah, effort. And your thoughts about effort? So, I've been on this kick of not just for health and fitness, but for writing as well. That you can set your goals, but it has very little meaning behind it unless you have a plan of action. So, like, I could say that I want to lose 20 pounds in a month, and that's good. But what are the actions that go behind it? The amount of effort you put in. So I started thinking about this when I was setting my New Year's resolutions for our sanctuary, where um, I don't want to just list my goals, but I also want to break down what I intend to do about them. Now that Sam's back.
Sorry, Donovan is up in the mountains. And there's a massive snowstorm, and he should have been home in about 15 minutes. And he called me now.
If he's still up there, he's staying the night.
Yeah, he's stuck in Dillon, Colorado. They closed I-70.
Yep.
He wanted to update me, and that's why I was like, I need to answer this because he shouldn't be calling me yet. So he's
Cool.
staying the night in Dillon to be safe.
Chris says, I hate to be the one that tell Michael that yesterday was Monday.
Yeah.
It was. So Sunday I did really good.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris. Okay, so Sunday I did good. Yesterday I did terrible.
Yeah.
I was frustrated as shit, though. I was doing great until about 6:50.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh. That's when I told you that Ty had to stay here all week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that you're stressing out and crying. We couldn't get the car back without spending $1,200.
Yep.
Yep. Stress kind of dialed up to 11 5 minutes before my show. Thank you very much.
No problem. It's what I do. So, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt by
And
taking
your
you for
thoughts about effort?
Yes. Putting forth effort. I think no matter what you do in your life, you're only going to get what you put into it.
Yeah.
And-
Well, one of my favorite sayings for Writer Sanctuary. It applies to this. Put in a half-assed effort, expect a half-assed result.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I mean, you only get as... So, that's been my problem recently, is I haven't been willing to put forth the fucking effort. I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm not getting any fucking results.
The hell you say?
And it's really, I was talking to one of the kids recently, and not necessarily about weight loss, but it applies. About, sometimes you have to take it 1 minute at a time, not, because the saying's like, oh, 1 day at a time. Well, in that day, there's a lot of minutes. There's a lot of hours.
Oh, yeah.
There, and
Well, like I said yesterday, I was doing fine until 6:50.
yeah.
All my calories were accounted for. I didn't have a drink. I was doing great. And then after all that, and I kind of had a meltdown on my stream, I kind of looted the kitchen.
Well, okay.
But I didn't gain anything, so at least I apparently I broke even because I weighed the same this morning as I did yesterday. So
Well, that's a bonus. Neo says making an effort to not emotional eat has helped a lot. I need.
Yeah, I bet.
I need to really work on that one. This last 2 weeks has been
extremely.
extremely emotional
It's
eating.
been a month of unfortunate events.
Yeah. Nothing like major, just a bunch of stupid
Well,
bullshit.
I would call someone trying to steal the car and bust up the steering column kind of major.
Well,
$1,200 to the dealership, that would be major.
I mean, I was just thinking not major along the lines of what was major at this time last year.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
so just a bunch of little bullshit that has added up and added up and added up until it's so
Life
much.
nickel and dimed you.
Yes. And it's real easy to be like, fuck it, I'm gonna eat,
That's what I'm saying. Last night, the aliens came by. But they didn't take a lot, so
Oh, hey, so they only
They just
needed
made
to wash
sure-
their faces?
they just made sure that the top of the peanut butter was flattened. I don't know what is wrong with my daughters. When they scoop peanut butter out of the jar, it's like they reach in and they grab the very bottom of the jar, pull it out. I don't know what they're doing. It is like, have you ever seen a peanut butter jar when they do their stuff?
Yeah, they just stick the knife
It
in
is
and
jacked up.
Oh,
I'm telling you, they go all the way to the bottom with
they're
it.
not OCD and special like you. I
It's
have
not
to
well,
beat your
okay.
cat.
Is that a euphemism?
No. Literally,
I have to flip my wife's cake.
Max
I
is
saw
gonna
that
get
on
her
Twitter
ass
today.
kicked. Jeez.
Why? There should be no food in there. There should be no cats in there. What'd you do? Open your door?
I just had to because they were going nuts because I fed Dagger and they couldn't be in here. So Max stuck her paw so far under my door that she reached around the corner, grabbed my bag of paints, and was pulling them out of my bedroom under the door.
There's like a gap that big too, so she probably
Yeah.
could have got quite a bit out of it.
Because I just have a bag of little acrylic paints that need to go to Alyssa's, but I haven't gone over to Alyssa's in a while, so I haven't taken them. And they're sitting by the door, so I don't forget them. And she just reached around, grabbed
That's
them,
funny.
and pulled them out the. And now they're pissed because they're stuck in here. They're like, "The fuck, man!" I'm like, "Hey,
The
That's
door's
funny.
shut. The door's shut.
Anyway,
Cats are
sorry. Cats are awesome. Jeez. But I mean, the biggest. It's so. Sometimes it feels like it is so much effort to eat like I'm supposed to and make it to the gym or even walk extra or
Well, that is until you make it a habit.
that's exactly it.
Like with, like for the while there, before I lost the car, I had a habit of going to the gym every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I was going quite regularly. It
Yeah.
was nothing for me to get up, drink my Emerge, get in the car, drive up to the gym. Now it's too cold to walk, but I still have a lot of my same routines going on. I get up, I have my bottle of Emerge. I've had to adjust when I start my exercises in the morning because Ty's feet are where I need to stand.
Yeah.
So I have to wait until 10:30 and 3:45 instead of what I wanted to do.
But I mean, at
But
least you're still
I still
doing
was
it.
able, yeah, I still was able to get down there. But
The one
once
thing.
you start,
Go ahead.
once you start getting those habits formed, though, it becomes second nature.
The one thing I have been making sure I'm doing, especially with the new area that I'm working in at work, is I've been making sure to get way more steps. I am hitting my step goal almost every day.
Nice.
Today, right at about 15, right under 1,500 steps away from hitting my step goal. Now,
Cool.
my step goal is only 8,500 steps.
That yeah, we've had this discussion before.
But I have been making an effort and making sure that I'm walking at a brisker pace when I'm doing my walking.
like I said, that was quite impressive when last time I went to Walmart. And you were like, I had to actually put in a little bit of effort to walk to keep up with you. You were like booking through.
Yeah.
Of course, that could also be because of the season, and she hates that Walmart, so she was probably like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
So, even though I haven't been doing really well in what I'm eating, I have been putting forth the effort to make sure that I am getting more steps and doing more.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, but another thing we talk about all the time on this show or just in general is acknowledging the small accomplishments.
Oh yeah, any victory is still a victory.
And so while I think to myself, I'm like, I could be doing so much better, but you know what? I am doing better than I was, and I've increased my speed, and I have increased what I'm doing. And really, I went from hitting my step goal like maybe once a week to I hit my step goal minimum 4 times a week.
Nice.
Yeah.
It been a while since I hit mine.
So
mine's like way much higher than yours.
yeah. So I am kind of proud of that, but it's just
Pretty
it's
much
so
higher.
easy I know. It's so
Grammar
easy
properly.
to give myself excuses to not go to the gym after work, which it's so easy for me to go to the fucking gym after work. There's only a couple
Yeah.
days a week that I can't fit it in.
Well, yeah, but we kind of had extenuating circumstances the last couple weeks,
We really have. With the car and everything like that, it's been,
and a house full of kids.
yes.
Everybody and their dog.
No dogs. That's the only thing we
Everybody and
didn't
their
have.
cat.
Yeah.
Everybody and their cat and lizards.
Yep. So I really, really want to get back into going to the gym and putting forth that effort of not just doing the bare minimum. Because
Yeah.
I go to the gym and I get up on the treadmill and I walk for a certain amount of time or a certain amount of distance and I'm like, meh, sounds good. And I don't push myself. I don't like,
Oh, see, every time I go to the gym, I'm aiming to do more. Like, if I'm able to do a certain. How I do machines is that I'll sit at a machine and I'll do 20 reps, 3 sets at a certain weight. And if I'm able to do all 3 sets without stopping at that weight, next time I jack it up 5 pounds.
well, see, and I haven't even been using the weight machines, which I love the weight machines.
I do.
But I think while I love going to the gym with Alyssa after work, she doesn't care to do the weight machines. Like, she doesn't really know how. It's not something, she just wants to walk on the treadmill. And she's getting a treadmill.
Amber Alert.
Yep. And she's getting a treadmill for Christmas from her mom. So she'll have one at the house. And she's like, I'll still go to the gym with you. I'm not going to bail on you. And I'm like,
That's,
you know.
that's fairly close to where I used to live.
Yep. And I'm like, how did they do that?
I don't know.
Your cats just opened my door.
You didn't shut all the way?
I swear I did. But Sabia and Max just somehow got my door open. Anyway, I was. So while I like going with her, I don't think I use
She's
it
not as
to the full potential because I'll walk the
She's-
treadmill with her.
She's not as productive as you want to be.
Yeah. Because I don't want to go do the weight machines by myself, so I just get on the treadmill and walk on that with her, which walking's great. I mean, But-
So what? Do you want her to sit on your lap while you do the machines?
no,
Or maybe you can influence her to do the machines.
very true. Let's see.
Chris says, no biggie, Sam. My daily step average for the past year is 3,637 steps per day, and I've still dropped 60 pounds. There's no
That's
single
amazing.
magic bullet. Everything counts and adds up over time.
That's so good. My goal for the end of the year at this point is just to not be heavier than I started the year, because I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I-
fucking close to that.
December 31st, I weighed 236. January 1st, I weighed 241. I gained 5 pounds in one night. I think it's because we ate a lot of junk on, on
New
New Year's
Year's?
Eve. Because my weight after that dropped back down to 238. So,
So let's see.
yeah.
I'm looking at my.
I still can't believe I gained 5 pounds in one day, though.
So
Anyway. But yeah, December 31st, I weighed 236.2, if I remember right.
oh, never mind. I weighed really a lot on the first. So
Yeah, well,
January.
you lost quite a bit at the very beginning of the year.
I know, and then I put it all back on. So January 1st, I weighed 393.4. The last time I actually stepped on the scale, I weighed 385.2. My lowest point this year. Oh, fuck. Nope, that was last year. Never mind. My lowest point this year was
5 pounds of whiskey in one night would probably kill me.
362. No, that was last year too. Shit, what is my lowest? 21.
Nice. My
371.
lowest
371 is my
point.
lowest point this year.
I don't know what my lowest point is this year, but my lowest point when I first moved into this house was two. I was down to 213,
Yeah.
and then I gained what 30 pounds since I moved in here.
Yeah.
Of course, it helped that I spent a month and a half walking around a hotel with nothing to do and eating
Crackers and
pepperoni
cheese.
and crackers and cheese.
Crackers and cheese. That's all Mike ate for a month. I told him he
Hey.
needs to go back on that diet. It was yummy.
It was.
good.
I wasn't complaining. I enjoyed it. I love pepperoni and crackers and cheese. So maybe I should go back on that diet.
I really want to get back and put forth some actual effort, and even if it takes more than a day by day, and just keeping myself on track and keeping doing good.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm struggling so much with my food intake, like what I'm eating. Not even the amount, because I don't eat a lot of food.
Because you're easily influenced by your cousin
Um,
and your son. Ooh, let's go get macaroni. And Sam's like, yes.
I
Eyes light up.
Sunday I wasn't being good. I told him, I'm like, I want to eat something really good because I have to go back to being good food-wise starting tomorrow.
Yeah, but then you spend the next 2 days starving yourself, which isn't good anyway. Chris says, I recommend a near-death experience. Nothing motivates you to lose weight, like thinking you're not going to wake up the next morning. Yeah, like realizing that your heart just stopped. That kind of lights a fire under your ass.
That doesn't sound like the most beneficial motivator, but I mean, it works. I know it worked for both of you guys.
Yep, after that, I spent a lot more time walking. I started easing myself into it because I didn't want to, like, be in LA and then drop from a heart attack right there on the 405.
God, I remember I was so worried about you the first month or so you were gone. I was so concerned.
You didn't have to be, though, because there's no way that Anna would have taken good care of me, so.
Well, I know, but I mean, just I was so concerned about how you were health-wise, because it's not like you go to the doctor. At least Chris went to the doctor.
Doctors. It's all guesswork in a white coat.
Jeez.
That's why they call it practicing medicine. There is no experts or masters.
Oh my goodness.
They just practice.
But
Hey, I went to, okay, you're going to tell me that I don't have a legit reason why I don't
you
go to
have
doctors?
a legit reason.
Yeah. $1,067 for a 5-minute
Lecture.
emergency room visit where the doctor gave me a 3-minute lecture on why you use the emergency room to save lives. Like, doc, I don't go to the hospital unless I absolutely feel that I might need to. I mean, I have to be like on death's door. I was sitting on the sidewalk outside with no interest of getting up. My heart wouldn't stop fluttering or whatever the fuck it's doing.
Yeah.
And for a minute there, I was thinking to myself, this is probably a bad thing. Even the nurse in the emergency room, the guy nurse there that was there,
Yeah, he was concerned.
the look on his face, face
know.
made me worry. Because he's the one who took my vitals, and he was like very concerned about it.
Yeah.
Doctor comes in, all smirky and shit. I swear to God, like I kind of hoped that I would have died from a heart attack later that day, because I would have had you sue the shit out of that guy.
If you would have died from a heart attack, how are you having me?
I'll haunt you. I'll scry it on the mirror with lipstick. Well, you don't think I wouldn't haunt this
No,
house?
I know you
Fuck
would.
no. Oh yeah.
I know you would.
When I die, I'll become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Jeez. Okay, are we talking about effort, or are we just like...
Effort to die. Oh, just going on my little rant of $1,000 for
Yeah.
5 freaking minutes. Oh, to top it off, so someone on Quora asked if the American health system is as bad as everybody says it is, or what? Because they were out of the country and they hear all these horror stories, and that's when I told them. I'll tell you what, 1,067. I told them the story. Like, yeah, so I'd say it's broke. And you have any idea how many upvotes that response has had so
sure.
far?
I'm sure. Well, it's
Fucking
crazy. I
doctors.
mean, just
It's a racket.
it is.
I think the mafia owns like all hospitals.
Oh, jeez. But
Anyway,
anyway, you know, I was telling the kids, and so much nowadays is all about instant gratification, and everybody just wants it.
gratification.
Fuck off. Gratification.
I'm gonna
Jeez.
gratify myself.
I was reading and trying to speak, and that didn't work out well. So much of today's society is about instant gratification. And
From the book.
weight loss isn't going
Is
to
it not?
happen
Yeah.
overnight. It's
There is
you
no magic
have
wand,
to
no pill.
you have to put forth the effort. Even the so-called magic pills say with proper diet and exercise. I'm like, then why the fuck am I
Yeah.
taking this except to give you fucking money?
That's why.
I mean, there is no instant fix. There is no, oh, look, now I'm skinny.
Yeah, everybody wants to shit now. It's like that's one of the big reasons why fasting is so popular because fasting you will drop weight by fasting,
Yeah,
no doubt.
sure will.
But you're also dropping muscle weight. You're not just dropping fat. You are
And you're not going
burning.
to keep it off.
Yeah. Unless you fast for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's not sustainable. It's not.
Yeah, if you're not learning what the hell put you to that point to begin with, then you're just gonna put it back on.
Look, I have one too.
Mine's,
Yours is
yeah,
cooler.
but it was signed. I can't read any of the names on the baseball. I know Steve Sachs was on here at one point. You have no idea who that is, though, do you? Glenn Hubbard.
No.
Anyway.
But
Won't matter in about a year. They'll all be gone.
mine's actually a squishy, a Greco golf ball.
Golf ball.
But so much is, I want it now. I don't, and things don't happen that way.
Yeah.
Like in life, things don't happen that way. And spending time with children that I kind of sort of spent time with this week or dealt with the issues with the children this week,
Yeah.
just really made me think about that everybody is about now. I want it now. I don't want to do the work. I don't want to.
Oh, I had that conversation with somebody yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you want to read that one?
Neo says the term magic pill has been around for decades. The sad thing is, another 30 years from now, people will still be looking for a quick diet trick to get the weight off, and the weight loss surgery will be more popular. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's
Well,
the truth.
I bet you could probably TikTok that, and you'll come up with thousands of results of everybody having the special thing that'll work guaranteed.
Yeah,
Like the only thing that's going to work guaranteed is if you take a saw and take off a body part,
exactly.
at least instantly.
Yeah.
I want to drop. I can drop 20 pounds right now if I rip my arm off.
And it's sad because nobody wants to hear it. Nobody, like the videos that are honest about you have to work, you have to do this. There's this pill. We'll get like a bunch of thumbs down, and because nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that you have to. I don't know, work.
Work.
And
Yeah.
people, it's laziness, and I'll admit, I mean, I'm fat because I'm fucking lazy. I
Yeah,
was
me too.
talking about
Absolutely.
Annika today with my friend Michelle that I was showing the pictures. Airbeth did her baby pictures for her senior slideshow, and she was sending them, and I was like, oh, she's like, oh, they were so cute. And I'm like, the crazy thing is when Airbeth was a baby, she was just this little cute little chunky bug, and she was
Yeah,
just
she had
squishy,
chubby
and
cheeks.
Annika, on the other hand, I could not put weight on her. Like
No, she
she
was
was
already
long
no,
and
not
skinny.
necessarily. No, she had more muscle mass than Erebet did. Annika
Well,
was always built bigger.
but I'm saying as a baby, she was just so thin and she was
Yeah,
big, long and skinny. Yeah, I have pictures of it.
I don't think she was that skinny.
And it's funny because now Erebeth is skinny and Annika is overweight. And my friend Michelle goes, "Oh, is there a physical problem?" And I go, "Yeah, she doesn't get any physical activity." She laughs. She's like, "Oh, so there's not like a medical issue. She's just like, no, she doesn't
Lazy.
do shit at all." Like, and if you're gonna sit around and be on a computer, be on your phone, and not do a damn thing all day long,
Hmm?
unless you are eating under 1,000 calories while doing nothing all day long, your butt is gonna grow.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before about gaining 30 pounds since I moved into this house. The biggest differences are I don't have instant access in my office to the backyard like I used to.
Yep.
Um, and I have been sitting at my desk a lot more lately, mostly because of all the different projects I have. I do a lot more today than I did in Westminster.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and all of that, lack of activity, gained 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm not one of those people. I don't know why I'm gaining weight. Oh, I know why.
well, and if you
It's
think about
eating a
it,
jar of peanut butter and then sitting on my ass for 5 hours.
don't let's see. On the other side you have obese people, fat people, or overweight people starting to put in the work, making small steps or wanting to, but are afraid of being judged for being fat. That they don't want to get past the hard part of starting. That's so true. I can't tell you how long it took me to go to be where I'd go to the gym because I was just so convinced that people were judging the fat chick at the gym. Like,
Oh no. Do you know I judge the bodybuilders.
I do too.
Like when I see the fat
Uh,
people at the gym, like myself, I'm like, rock on, dude. That's
yeah.
awesome. But I see Chad out there lifting all these weights and shit, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, he's a dick.
It's funny because, in all honesty, and that's how most people. But when you're fat and you're uncomfortable in yourself, you just think, oh, these people are like, what is this fat bitch doing here? But in all reality, most
See, that's
everybody at the gym is like, you go, girl. Good job, fat chick, for being here. Like they're
yeah.
not judgy, but you kind of
That's
feel
that's
like
how
they
I
are.
do it.
Yeah.
I have more respect to see the big guys on the treadmill or on the bicycle machine
Mhm.
or um, the leg lift. It works out your abs.
Oh
You
yeah,
you stand there and just lift up your legs.
the calf press.
No,
No.
no, you're holding on. It's like you're
Oh, okay. I know which
holding
one you're
on,
talking
and
to.
then you're
Yeah.
lifting up your legs. Okay,
Yes.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you expect to get to being to that kind of physique without actually fucking doing anything?
Yeah.
So I don't judge any of the fat people. I judge the skinny douchebag lookers,
Uh-huh.
guys that look like they're, the type.
Yeah.
You can look at him and say, yeah, he's high maintenance. He's a diva.
But I mean, but Neo's right. I mean, you have the big people that or they don't know where to start and they don't have anybody they can ask for help.
Yeah.
Um, they don't have anybody in their life who's encouraging or
And
who,
then you have nowadays where if you go up and try to help somebody that looks like they need help, they'll put you on TikTok. I was being harassed.
right?
That's why I don't talk to anybody at the gym. I put my headset on and I'm zoned. I'm there for a reason.
Yeah.
I have no intention of talking to anybody.
Neo says, even if somebody is working out their upper body for a while, that is better than nothing. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Even just
anything.
getting on the fucking treadmill.
Yeah. Which, like I said,
Rock on.
I think it's great that's what Alyssa wants to do, and that's how she lost the weight last time, and that's fine. What I was telling her, I fucking hate the treadmill. The treadmill to me is boring as hell and torture.
Yeah.
I hate the treadmill.
I love treadmills.
And she's like, you don't have to walk on it, and I'm like, no, but I do. I
What else are you gonna do on the treadmill stand?
Well, no, she's like, you don't have to use the treadmill. You could go
Oh,
use the. And I'm like, no, but I do have to. Because I do need to get to where I was improving my speed and walking, and because I
well,
need to.
with
But
the treadmill also works out your glutes, your joints, your
yeah,
knees, all of it.
which is
And
why, even though I freaking hate the treadmill, I use it. But
I
that's
don't
not
think
all I want to do with the gym.
I
I
don't think
just
it's a
get bored.
single. I throw on my headset and I walk. I listen to music.
Yeah, I get bored on the treadmill, and then I almost fall because I'm a clumsy idiot, and
How do you fall? There's handrails.
well, then I don't get my steps. If I hold on, it doesn't count my steps, and that
But it
pisses
does
me off.
count your heart rate.
So
God.
I'm an idiot. I already said I'm an idiot.
Whatever.
It's
Moving
not my
on.
favorite thing, but I know that it's beneficial for me, so I use the treadmill. But
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the gym for an hour and a half and walk on the treadmill for an hour and a half.
That would probably be boring. I know KDC does it for like an hour. Have
Yeah.
you seen him posting his stuff on Discord?
Mhm.
He'll do 45 minutes at a time, sometimes 65, depending on,
What?
you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I could do it for an hour. Like I do mine 10 minutes as a warm up.
Mhm.
Then I'll do the 4 or 5 weight machines, and then I'll do 10 more minutes on the treadmill as a cool down.
Yeah.
And both times I'm doing like 3.6 miles an hour, and that's good for me. 10 minutes at a time. I don't know if I could do it for an hour.
Yeah. See,
I have to do other things.
well, and that's Alyssa wants to go, and she wants to spend like a good 45 minutes to an hour, and I'm like, there is no way. There is no way in hell that I can do that.
Man,
You know, when Ashley and I used to go, I loved that. When Ashley and I'd go, we'd do 20 minutes. She'd get on the elliptical, I'd get on the treadmill, 20 minutes. It didn't matter how far we went, anything like that, 20 minutes. And then we'd decide if we were working on arms and legs, and we'd pick a group of machines that were close by. We were doing our own thing, but we'd share them, so then we weren't wiping them down between, her and I would do our sets, and that we'd switch machines.
yeah.
And then we'd wipe down the entire machine and move on to something. And we were doing that together without and sometimes we talk, sometimes we put on our own headphones and
Getting hot.
listen
Yeah.
to our music or whatever. But that was nice. Well, when I feel like sometimes when I go to the gym with Alyssa, I kind of feel like I need to stay on the treadmill with her, and it'd be fine to go do the weight machines by myself, but I just don't. Whereas when I go to the gym by myself, I'll do like 20 minutes on the treadmill, and then I'll go do the 30-minute circle that they have at Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
But it's the effort of going to the gym that I'm struggling with. I always have something else to do. I always have an excuse to be like, oh, we need to go to the grocery store instead. Or, oh, I have a podcast, so I can't go. Well, the stupid thing is, I have time before this podcast that I could go to the gym.
Not today.
Well, not today. I had to go get the Kia.
No, yeah. Yeah. I was going somewhere, but my brain was like, no, you don't.
Neo says, once you stay consistent.
Before that, we haven't staying
Oh.
motivated as part of weight loss.
Yeah, I didn't realize that there was another. Staying motivated is a hard part of weight loss. Getting past the days you mess up, finding out what lifestyle works for you. Once you stay consistent with motivation, everything seems easy. That's so true. Once you get in the habit of doing it, it's so easy to stick with it. It's just getting to that point where it becomes a habit rather than a hassle.
Well, for me, I can develop habits pretty quick, so.
Yeah.
Ow.
But, I mean, there is that period of where it's a hassle before it becomes a habit.
You have to talk yourself into it, and you're like, you get the I don't want to.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah. Once it stops being a hassle, it becomes a habit, and you're like, oh, well, shit, I gotta go to the gym first real quick, but I'll make sure I'm back in time type thing. So, for example, on Tuesdays, I timed it out with Alyssa, and I was like, okay, if we go to the gym on Tuesdays, we have to go to the close one, and I have to leave so I can be back here to do 7 o'clock. But that's plenty of time for me to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Well,
My whole workout takes 45 minutes.
Right?
No, 51 minutes if I use 5 machines.
Yeah. Right now, going to the gym is a hassle in my life. And I can give myself all the excuses to not go.
See, I gamify it, so it's never a hassle. I think to myself, okay, how many pounds can I lift today? That's my.
Yeah.
It's like a high score for me.
Once I start going, I enjoy going to the gym. I mean, I really do. But it's getting to the point where I'm going and I remember that. I remember that, oh yeah, I really enjoy going. And then I will, once I get to a point where I'm consistently going, it will become, instead of, oh, I don't know that I can make it back in time, I better just not go to the gym because, you know, I got the podcast, so I'll go tomorrow, which I won't go tomorrow. You know, it'll be like, oh, hey, I got to run to the gym real quick, but I'll set a timer to make sure I'm back. And that's the difference in the attitude and the effort it takes, because then it's not, right now, putting forth the effort into losing weight feels like I have to put forth a lot of effort to do it. Once I get consistent, it feels like it's no effort at all. I mean, I'm still putting forth the effort, but it doesn't feel as heavy. It doesn't feel as monumental of a task.
Well, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
If it were easy, everybody'd be skinny.
Yeah.
But everybody's not, because it's not easy, and humans are lazy.
This cat is fucking weird.
Yes, she is. I think that's a huge problem, especially with today's society, is humans in general are lazy. Some worse than others, definitely.
I don't know if you could say that humans are generally lazy.
Yes, they are. Look at the inventions that the human race has created to
now
make our lives easy.
Well, I guess, yeah, now we are.
Yeah. Humans are lazy.
Well, that's, like, I don't use half the shit that everybody else does. I can't stand my phone.
Right?
I leave the remote by the TV, so I have to get up and walk over to it. You guys are the ones who keep pulling it away. I'd leave it right underneath the TV, right underneath the sensor.
Yeah.
What else?
Like I said, some worse than others, but in general, humans are lazy, and some are able to push through it better than others, but...
I will never use a delivery service to bring my groceries to me. Ever. If I can't, for some reason, if I can't go out and get my food from, instead of Door Dashing, Taco Bell, then I don't need Taco Bell. I am never going to pay for delivery services.
I had COVID and got delivery from Walgreens.
And if I had COVID, I would just have soup. I have stuff here at the house.
I had no medicine. I DoorDashed medicine.
I have NyQuil.
I had nothing.
Why did you ask? I hadn't even opened the NyQuil until you gave me COVID.
I had no medicine, no liquids, no food.
Hey, KBC, how's it going?
Hey,
well,
KBC.
in that case, you know, what that's different though, because that's like not just your safety, but everybody else's safety.
Yeah.
But no, I'm talking about my daughter who like DoorDashes everything.
Oh my god. That bitch DoorDashes everything. She's
that
not
is
as bad.
lazy.
Actually, she's not as bad now that she has her license and has her car. She goes and gets stuff.
Yeah. I was gonna say cost an arm and leg and gas, but that Fiat gets pretty good gas mileage.
It gets amazing gas mileage. But I mean.
But yeah, I will never use services like that. Well, I kept track of how many calories I burned going grocery shopping.
Yeah.
It took us 40 minutes, and I burned more calories per minute than taking a leisurely swim for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting.
I'm so tired. I didn't go to sleep till after midnight last night and had to be up at 6.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you play games all night.
I didn't.
I was waiting for that.
I drove my
I
children
know.
home
I know.
in the fucking Fiat.
I know. Hey,
Does anybody know how big the Fiat is? This
I
big.
I like the Fiat. I miss driving it.
My fat ass does not fit in that car. And then you add
I
Annika,
barely fit in
who's
that
the
car.
same size as me, and Arabeth, and Jade. You want to talk about... Annika goes, do cars have weight limits? And I was like, yes, they do. She goes,
Yeah, and
do
weight does affect car gas mileage.
She goes, do we exceed the Fiat's weight limit?
That's a good point.
And I was like, so then I'm like mentally calculating
Huh.
about how much everybody weighs, and I'm like, no, we're okay.
Bottom out the car.
Right? But I mean, it's stuff like that. That if I were skinnier, I would fit better in that car, but I still wouldn't fit awesomely in
No,
that car.
the Fiat's pretty small. I barely fit in the car.
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot tall, but I'm not as big as you guys.
Yeah.
And so I can fit in the car comfortably. But if
Yeah.
I weighed a little bit more than what I do now, it would
Not
be
so much.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awful.
It's
That's
what it was. It's a Fiat built for 5'6" skinny Italian guys.
Exactly. That's exactly it. So Arabeth does great. She loves her car, and she fits very nicely in her car.
Awesome.
But I don't.
No. But yeah, the point was, delivery services. There's no effort in that.
No.
Like I will get off my ass, get in the car, go to the store, and go shopping. I get about 2,000 steps, burn a few calories,
So
and the money I would spend on one meal from like Taco Bell could buy me a week's worth of food.
So what I'm hearing is you're judging my Christmas shopping?
To an extent. I know that everybody loves Christmas shopping online. It's convenient, and you can get far more stuff from Amazon. Like the only time I really use Amazon is if there's something I can't get here in Denver. I would much rather go down and shop. I'm one of those weirdos who like to go Christmas shopping on Black Friday.
Now, I love it. Now, the reason I did most of my Christmas shopping online, when I just did it, is because
is
of
that
my
credit
payment
thing.
option. Yeah.
Yeah. So stuff like that is understandable. But when you're buying stuff that you could clearly pick up at a store that's half a mile down the street,
You've heard what I've done for the girls, right?
they're just feeding the Amazon beast.
You've heard what
And I feel so, after watching that documentary
Last Week
on
Tonight?
that Last
It
Week
was Last
Tonight
Week
did on
Tonight, yeah.
Amazon, I feel so guilty for shopping at Amazon.
So the girls, I used to order, like Airbeth would send me her list, and I'd order it on Walmart.com, and they'd go pick it up.
Oh,
And
I'll
then
never shop one.
we did it's just the pickup, not the like online, it's just pickup. Anyway, and then we did the episode where we talked about like online shopping and doing the services like the Walmart pickup as opposed to doing your own shopping. And I'm thinking, those lazy bitches don't do shit anyway. Why the hell
Yeah.
am I ordering their groceries when I can give them a budget and they can go learn how to grocery shop for their
Shop.
damn selves? So
Yeah.
now they make up their list and they send me their list, and I look at their list and I estimate what it should cost. And I'm like, okay, this is how much you have to spend. Go do your grocery shopping. And I make the two of them go to Walmart and actually walk around Walmart and do their grocery shopping.
Oh, I can just imagine the two of them shopping.
Oh, they're chaos. They have so much fun. They snap me from Walmart and they're like, look at this stupid shit that we found. And I'm like, is it in your budget, bitch?
KC says Christmas shopping this early, Black Friday or Cyber Monday is probably the best days for Christmas shopping, huh?
Oh, yeah, totally.
That's yeah. The reason why they call it Black Friday is because most companies that were doing Friday sales that day after Thanksgiving would wind up getting their ledgers in the black,
Yes,
and
for the year.
they would wind up turning a profit for the year. This year, not so much.
Oh, yeah.
The Black Friday shopping for local stores
It's
was
really-
horrible.
Yep.
Online kicked ass and broke records, but
Yeah.
local shops are getting screwed.
I'm sure.
Apparently, it's not nearly the madhouse it used to be, which is kind of cool. So
Yeah.
there's no more stories about people getting trampled to death at a Walmart during the Black Friday sale.
Exactly. Or at
But it is
Best
kind of
Buy.
disappointing because I do like the local stores, and
I do too.
I've never really been a fan of online shopping.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about going into a store and actually being able to touch, smell, feel, and
pick out
see something you buy instead of ordering something online that is absolutely not what you wanted.
Right?
And then you have to send it back.
Oh my goodness. That's so true.
Yeah, I'd rather do stuff like that. So, anywho,
Anyway, putting
it's
forth
already
effort.
been an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your thoughts about effort?
Okay, so our hour is up. What are our goals / plans? Because you don't like it when I say goals for the week.
Why?
You're the one who told
didn't
me I
say-
don't like it. We do the same thing with our goals for the week.
No, not the word goals. I mean the actual goals.
Oh.
When you're saying, I want to lose 5 pounds, I want to lose 5 pounds, I want to lose 5 pounds,
Oh,
every
a
week,
week,
it gets,
okay.
gets
Okay.
monotonous.
Good.
I wasn't giving you shit about the word goals.
Okay.
My objectives, my aspirations,
There you
my
go.
dreams.
Chris says nothing like being able to go into a store to get COVID in person.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on. If you're going to get COVID, you might as well go the whole 9. Make it worthwhile. Hey, I've done worse shit. Like a friend of ours came back from Missouri,
Yeah, something I don't know.
and she brought back this nasty bug. Well, I wanted the day off. So I grabbed her by both sides of the face and gave her the most wet, sloppiest kiss I could possibly give her.
And then
And
you
it
were
worked.
sick for 3 damn days.
It was coming out of both ends. Mission accomplished.
Jeez.
I succeeded. I didn't go to work. It was horrible, though. God, I did a lot of stupid shit when I was younger.
Yeah.
KDC says if you bank at Chase, you can give them a kid's debit card. It's like a prepaid card where you load up money and monitor where the money goes. Erebeth we have a credit union and we can just send money to her pretty easily.
Yeah, Airbeth has her own bank account, but it's linked with mine. So, and I can log in and monitor her account. And so I just transfer as if it were one of my own accounts directly to her.
Yeah.
So,
And Casey says, I kind of want to go to the gym tomorrow morning for my delicious smoothie, but I lose more weight not drinking smoothies. Depends on the smoothie.
depends on what you're putting in your smoothie. If you're putting a bunch
Yeah,
of crap
because
in your smoothie-
you do a protein coffee, whatever concoction.
Me?
Have you even started with your cold brew yet?
No, I keep
You just
forgetting.
had to have it.
I know, and I keep forgetting to do it. I gotta make it.
I have peanut butter coffee, by the way.
Yes.
Peanut butter fudge coffee. It's really good. It's about half gone now.
Anyway, what are your goals for this week?
My dreams,
dreams,
my
your
aspirations,
Your objectives.
my objectives. Well, I'm going to finish. I'm going to keep doing the case study I'm doing for the Xbox Connect. The purpose being, I want to. There's a couple of things. I'm doing 2 at the same time, but they're recording different sets of data. So the one is 7 days at Xbox Connect. How much weight can I lose in general? The second is keeping an eye on how much muscle mass I can develop playing the Xbox Connect, because I noticed a pattern last time I did it. And so I wanted to see if that pattern had any validity to it. And before, I was gaining 0.2 pounds a day in muscle mass by playing more than 40 minutes of Connect. So I want to see if that's an actual thing for the next 7 days.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you're gonna continue with that.
Yep. And if all goes well, I should be back in the 230s this time next week.
Awesome.
3.5 to 5 pounds. So I'm shooting for 238.
Cool. My goal, dream,
500
aspiration
calories,
for this
really?
week is to, I don't know, maybe step on the scale, because it's been
That's my
about
goal.
a month.
To step on a scale.
Well, I can't even be like, I want to
Overachieving.
lose this many pounds or anything like that. And I want to take the next week and have 7 days of actually tracking everything I'm eating in MyFitnessPal. I'd like to do keto, and I'm going to try really hard to do that. But
Wasn't that your goal last week?
no,
To record everything in MyFitnessPal?
no, that was my goal like 3
Play the
weeks ago.
tape back.
My goal last week was just to start keto on Monday. And because we called last week a wash, so I was like, I'm not going to worry about what I'm eating, but I want to start keto on Monday. So I'll have a good 2 days of like doing good. Well, shit happens.
Yeah. It often does with us.
So my goal this week is just to really work on getting back on track. I want to finish this year off strong. I want to be under where I started the year. I'd like there to be a noticeable difference between last year's pictures and this year's pictures, because between last year's and the years before, I was comparing them, and I really can't tell a difference in my yearly pictures. So I'd like there to be a difference this year in my pictures.
Google did that thing where it's like, oh, here's a reminder of what was 2 years ago. I'm like, I can see it in my face. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I need to lose this.
So, I mean, that's
fucking Google.
That's my
Facebook.
goal. That's my goal for the week, is to just work on getting back on track.
Ow. Okay, he says this smoothie is 500 calories. That is
500 plus calories.
Yeah, that's a lot. Might as well have a coffee at that point. Neil says walking. If anything else, I want to go walking, indoors or outdoors. The food choices have been better, and my water intake is getting back on track.
Awesome.
This is my third one of these tonight, and I'm going to finish it off and probably have another one.
I need to get my water on track. I've been doing really poorly.
Remind me to tell you a very disgusting story about this thing.
Okay.
What I cleaned out of it.
So.
It was bad.
Let's see. Not working out has been something I have been bad at, or not working out has been something that I have been bad at, so I want to change that.
Yeah. It all comes down to effort.
It does.
Mindset. Effort is great, but you need to have the right mindset.
Very true.
You have to make the decision to put in the effort. That's where a lot of people fail.
KDC, I was just getting ready to say. So KDC says, I wish I could eat Thanksgiving dinners every day. And before he posts, I'll read what he posted a second. I was going to say, yes, but then you'd be as big as a house. And KDC says, but I wouldn't be fit anymore.
Well, it depends on what your dinner entails and how you burn it.
True. Very true.
I still lost a ton of weight with eating Thanksgiving dinners a couple years ago.
Yeah. But, so, I want to do better. My goal this week is to just do better.
Yeah.
Because at this point where I'm at right now, and I'm just tired, and I feel like that's all the energy that I have left is to do better this week.
Well, sounds good. Any victory is still a victory.
Yep. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We appreciate it. You can catch us live on Tuesday nights on Crossing Colorado on YouTube. You can now hear us on Spotify. Is that it? Just Spotify and Anchor?
Anchor and Spotify. I still have to set up the other ones.
We stream the podcast live at 7 p.m. Mountain Time on Tuesdays. Yes?
Normally. Today was, we were a half hour late because we had to go get a car, but.
Yeah. And thank you for
Cool.
joining us, and we appreciate it. Everybody have a great week. I will talk to you next week.
We'll see you next time.
Right?
Oh, we get sued by Philip DeFranco.
Yep. I'd be okay with that.
At least he'll talk to me.
I was gonna say, does that mean we get to talk to him in court?
We get to meet him in court. See you guys later.
Bye.
Food neutrality topic next time.
Oh shit! Well, that's what we were supposed to do this week. Is food
I was
neutrality.
gonna do a blog post, but I forgot.
I'll write it
Or
down.
no,
Katie,
I
see?
didn't. I didn't forget. I didn't have time to do the blog post for food neutrality,
I'm
but
taking
I'll be
notes.
publishing that probably this week.
I got it. Post-it note.
Bye everyone. Have a great week. Please and thank you. Yes, we will be doing that food neutrality.
I'm making
So-
a note. Maybe my pen's not working.
I'm
Good.
doing. I have the blog post for it already started.
No, we were supposed to talk about it on the show.
No shit. Where do you think I'm getting the idea from?
I know.
I'm getting facts and information. Anyway, have a good week, everyone. Will you commit?